We started to call him the Chesterfield Churner, so it was quite simple. He was just churning out runs, wasn't he? Part of Slats' journey is when he's on and he has this presence about him, he's, in my opinion, one of the best openers in the country. I still see he has the potential playing international cricket.
So, Ant, it's Ben Slater who's taken the championship, the Red Ball Player of the Year award. What was it that put him above everyone else this year?
Well, we started to call him the Chesterfield Churner, so it was quite simple. He was just churning out runs, wasn't he? He was either getting 0 or getting 100. It was a really amazing season for Slats in that sense, where I think breaking it down for Slats, having a good winter with him, with all the coaches, and obviously knowing Slats for many years, I was so pleased for him because, part of Slats' journey is when he's on and he has this presence about him, he's, in my opinion, one of the best openers in the country, and his challenge over time is how he can maintain that level of presence. What he did so well this season was exactly that.
I suppose we'll talk about the moment when Ben got his 100 out here for Notts against Lancashire, his second 100 against Lancs of the season. Must have been a very special moment for him when he came back into this dressing room.
Oh, absolutely. Every 100 for Notts is a special occasion. But I think, churning out another 100, is again, for him, I think it just started to cement that actually, hang on, you're starting to have a bit of a special season here. So it was as simple as that. I think the fact that he was mounting up the number of runs, and that 100 obviously he got for Leicester. I know it was for Leicester, but all of a sudden his own belief compounded what I said earlier about just having that presence about how he goes about his batting. So very rewarding for him, and the guys loved it.
And how important was that top order this year with Ben and with Haseeb and then Ben Duckett, Joe Clark further down, sort of solidifying those spots towards the end of the season?
Well, I think everyone could see that, and it's still refining to come and growing. But the partnership between Has and Slats, they just were in sync very early on and got on very well, and they just complemented each other very well. So, that was nice to see. Obviously, then with the potential that we do have in the middle order, we can start to see signs of us really, really turning a corner in our red ball stuff, and it's starting with our opening pair.
And something that's quite apparent with Ben as well is a love for batting and love for the game. I know in many summers he'll go off and play for Chesterfield when he can in the Derbyshire leagues as well. How important is it to have that sort of desire to get out there and face balls?
Well, everything, isn't it? It's you have to have a passion for your skill, and he certainly does. And it's nice now that it looks like he's taking another level up, which is exciting. On top of that, Ben's just a wonderful bloke. He's one of the guys that can, have a conversation with anyone, and you feel very comfortable in that conversation.
And what does it do a year like this? What can it do for the confidence of a player going into next season?
Everything, I think. I've said it for years with Slats. I still see he has the potential playing international cricket. For him to get there, he has to take his game to another level, which he's starting to do, and he has to have a belief and a presence that allows him to do that, which we saw, this past season. So, if that continues and he actually takes it to an even higher level, it's exciting times for Ben. His best years are ahead of him. As an opening batsman, especially, you sort of getting to that age now, 27, 28, 29, where you're sort of reaching, your best years. So again, long may that continue.